What is up? Welcome back to Adam Savage Fishing, here with another Tackle Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about graphs, and specifically the graphs on my boat. I have two different versions. I have a Lowrance carbons, and I actually have one Garmin, which I use for Panoptics. But what I want to talk about today is how to update your Lowrance systems with Wi-Fi. So stay tuned, check this video out, drop a comment if it helped you out. Also, if you have any helpful hints for anybody on Lowrance, drop it in the comments. Let's get into it. Alright, so what I have here is I have two carbons, and I actually started this video a little late. This thing started picking it up, and we'll get into why it did that. But I have two carbons here at the Dash 212 HDS Lowrance carbons. I have one 12-inch HDS 11 or HDS 12 carbon up front, along with a Garmin, and I believe that's the SOV something 12, and it's just strictly used for Panoptics. Getting into this, to update your graphs, the first thing you need to do is also, if you have Lowrance and you need to register with Lowrance, because they send out emails letting you know when updates are available, glitches that are coming out to fix stuff and all that. So, but what you got to do is you go to your home screen here and you go up here to the top corner, and this is to connect to Wi-Fi. So you get here and you go down here to wireless, and you'll see here my wireless is actually connected to my internet, but if it's not connected, it'll show either it's on or it's off. You need to make sure it's on, then it'll connect to your home Wi-Fi. You can also connect it to your hotspot on your phone, but I've done that in the past and it's kind of flaky, because I will tell you, once you start updating these graphs, you don't want anything to interrupt them, because it could damage them. So that being said, that's the first route. And usually on Lowrance, once you connect to Wi-Fi, that's what happened here. This one, as soon as I turned it on, this is the main hub. As soon as I turned it on, it realized that there was an update available. It picked up on it and asked me if I wanted to download it, and I pushed it, and I was like, man, this would be a good time to do a video on these to help people out. But yeah, so that's what that's doing. It's in the process of updating itself. So to check for an update, you can either get on Lowrance.com and go there, and you can check your specific graph to see if there's an update available, or you can actually get into your graphs here, and then you go back to system and you go down here to about. See, it's saying it's connected to the hotspot down there. So you click on about, and then when you get to about, you come to this screen, and what you want to do is you want to go to support, check system for updates. So we're going to do that. All right, so this says this was last checked 12/10, which is today. Blah blah blah. There are updates available for this device. Networks updates can be downloaded. Blah blah blah. Right main HDS carbon. So now this one's named right main because whenever I took my boat to the guys over at Clear Power to put in my Clear Power harness, I was having issues with this graph, the main graph. It was doing crazy stuff. Well, those guys ended up finding out that this was the main graph over here that networked everything, and there's something wrong with this graph, so they switched them. So I never went back in here and changed the names to left, right, front. That's how I got mine named. So, and if you would like for me to tell you how to do that, drop it in the comments. Say, hey, show me how to name my graphs. You can name them anything. So, but it's telling me here that please insert an SD card. So I've actually, when this one gets done updating, I need to take this SD card out of here, and then I will take and put it in here, and then I'll show you guys that. So stay tuned. We'll get right back on it. All right, so here we are at the graph. Let's see, this one's saying there are 1 software updates available for device on this network. Do you want to view them? Let's see what this does. Okay, so like this one is now, because it is the main. I was wondering why it wasn't doing that. It's showing the update available for right main. So we still got to put an SD card in here. So let's, on the carbons, golly, it's like the Go Vault. Got that sucker all. There we go. So you want to stick an SD card in. So let's see what this does on both these screens when I do this here, because one of these is probably going to pick up. They might both pick up. You got to put it in the right way though. You got 2 slots. You want to slide it in. It doesn't matter which slot it goes in. Okay, so now it's both showing. So I'm going to use on the main because I still need to turn the one up front and update it too. So I'm going to try on the main. This is the main network. This is the hub. This is what, if I do something on this graph, it shows up on all the other two graphs. So let's do on this one. So let's hit download. So say it's downloading. So it says right there, downloading. And it might tell me I got to put that card back on this side. I'm not sure. It's been a minute since I've updated these. It's been a couple months, I guess. And it's very important to stick with these updates because I've noticed with Lowrance in particular, I've only ran Hummingbird and Lowrance, and of course I have the Garmin, but the Garmin's mainly, like I said, strictly used for Panoptics. But I've noticed with Lowrance that these things get kind of glitchy. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing. I mean, of course, these are the carbons. These are not the new Lowrance Lives, but I'm not real sure on who I'm going to stick with. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm really liking Garmin. They're a little more pricey, but I'm really enjoying what I'm doing with those. I mean, they got the Active Captain, that thing on my phone. Next time I have to update that, I'll actually do a video on that for you guys to show you. But that Active Captain is pretty amazing on how it downloads and does all its things on that Garmin. But I'm really liking the Hummingbirds. I've had Hummingbirds in the past, and I like those. And so it's hard. I'm not against the Lowrances, but I've noticed on the water I'm having a lot of glitchy issues here and there. Now I will say that whenever I had those guys over at Clear Power put that Clear Power harness in my boat to where these graphs are running off their true voltage. If you guys haven't, you really need to run over there on Facebook, Instagram, or even on the website. Go to Clear Power. I actually dropped their link in the description below. Those guys over have an amazing wiring system that if you guys have ever went to Bass Pro Shop or Cabela's or somewhere and you get on here and you play, we've all played with these graphs when we go to Bass Pro Shop and stuff, and it's like amazing looking. Everything's like perfect, and it's because those graphs are actually running off that 12 or 13 volts. And a lot of times when you have these graphs put on boats, they're running off a main line system where it's, you know, other things are plugged into that same wire. So if you get on your boat and you're not getting that clear picture like you've seen when you bought the graph, get on there and look at your voltage or what your graphs are running at, because I bet you it's not running at the true 12 volts it's supposed to. So when I had those guys over at Clear put that wire in here, it really helped them, these graphs, a ton. Clarity, speed, all that stuff. I'm still having some issues with the Lowrances when it comes to like little glitches, not as much as I was. I don't know if that's because of the age of the units or what it is. It could be failure of this person. So I don't know. I'm not against Lowrance, but if I had somebody say, hey, let's put new graphs in your boat tomorrow, I don't know if I would really go back with Lowrance. I don't know if I would go to Solix, Hummingbird Solix touchscreens, or if I'd want to just have complete Garmin, because I'm really digging the Garmin, and I'm actually been doing a lot of reading on the Garmin trolling motor too. So I'm not sponsored by Lowrance, I'm not sponsored by Hummingbird or Garmin, but I'm just an open-minded person, and I like to buy and play with different stuff to see what fits me and how I fish. So if you guys have any ideas of what you think's the best out there, drop them in the comments. Let me know, hey, check this out or check that out, or this is why you're having that issue. So yeah, so let's get back into this. This thing is downloading this update, and as soon as this download's done, I'll show you the next process. All right, so it's finished downloading. This is the next screen is going to come up. It says software update 63.1.350 has finished downloading. It will be applied next time you restart your device with the SD card in. Do you want to restart now? So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here and you're going to hit restart. And now this program is restarting. While it is doing this, you do not want to lose power. You don't want to turn your graphs off. None of that stuff. It can cause issues with your graph. So I've never done it, so I can't tell you exactly what issues that would be. I'm sure there's some fine print somewhere in the Lowrance websites, books, magazines, whatever. But whatever you do, do not turn the system off. Right there, do not turn off during update, as this may damage your device. And you don't want to do that because these things are not cheap. Even these carbons are still expensive. So that's the whole process. And then I haven't really looked at to see on this one, once the update was done, what the actual look is. Sometimes when you update these graphs, you get a different whole new appearance. Sometimes the background can be different. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see, because I wasn't really sure if there was an update available. I just kind of wanted to come out here, tie some tackle. I've got to practice tomorrow for a Green River tournament for USA Bassin. So I came out here to do some tackle rigging and thought I needed to take these covers off, turn these graphs on, and get them to connect to the Wi-Fi to see if there's an update available. So I figured it'd be a good time to do a Tackle Tip Tuesday. I really appreciate you guys and everything you guys have been doing. You guys have been sharing the channel, you've been liking it, you've been commenting. I really appreciate it. If there's anything I can do for you guys, if you have any questions on the Lowrance or anything else on my boat that I run, drop it in the comments. If there's something that you have an idea on, drop it in the comments. Let's interact with each other. I try to answer all the questions on there. I don't have a ton coming through there right now, so it's not hard to answer all of them, but I wanted to tell you guys I appreciate each and every one of you. Hoping that what I'm putting out you're enjoying. If there's something you'd like to see me do different on my channel, hey, just tell me. I'm a human. I put my pants on the same way you guys do. So, but yeah, hopefully this helped anybody out there that runs Lowrances. If you got any help from me on these things with the glitches and all that stuff, let's talk about it. So I guess until next time, I'm gonna get some tackle rigged. I'm gonna get these graphs finished being updated, and then I'm gonna get on this lake tomorrow morning. I'm gonna leave at the crack of dawn. So I'll probably do some filming on that. It's practice. I'm not gonna be busting a whole lot of mouths, but I might film a little bit of it. So if I do film any of it, it will actually be like the last video that Tommy edited. It will be part of the tournament series. Let me know if you like it that way, or if you would like for me to practice more and do like a practice video and then a tournament video by itself. Let me know about that. I was kind of curious about that myself, because practice kind of, you know what I mean? You don't really want to go out there busting them a couple of days before, I think, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you then.